You know, LeBron was hitting some unbelievable shots, but I give our team a lot of credit for answering, and we just kept answering. You know, they have a possession where they couldn't really get a whole lot going, and LeBron jump up and hit a contested three. You know, we'd have a possession where we couldn't get a whole lot going, and Marcus or Chandler or Carlos would jump up and hit a tough three. So, you know, that was a tough fight. You know, both teams wanted each other. You know, but they got the last punch in. So I'm disappointed we lost. But I'm not disappointed in our effort.
Coach, I know there are no moral victories, but how important is it for a young team like this, especially after falling behind 22-5, to be there in one of those crunch time games against a world champion, world-class team like Miami?
On a night when they really played well, too. I mean, I give Miami credit for, I mean, they played well at both ends. But you know, when it was 20-5 or 22-5, whatever it is, I called timeouts early, and you know, those guys are good. And after what, you know, they got punched in the mouth last night, you know, everyone would come out and try to punch us in the mouth early. But we had to withstand the early onslaught. But at the same time, make sure we're aggressive. You know, just because they want to punch us in the mouth, I mean, we can't punch them back in the mouth. I mean, we're here to play too. But I didn't think that we were the aggressor early. When you play a team like Miami, you can't be on the receiving end. You've got to go hit them. And I thought once we got our footing, once we got going, and realized that we can win this game. And at some point, you have to tell yourself, we can win this game. You have to give yourself permission to win the game. And once we gave ourselves permission, we felt like we could. That's why those guys in that locker room are so disappointed now. This was a game they felt like they could have won.
The ball movement was really good for maybe 40 minutes out of the 48. The last 2 minutes,
yeah.
any consideration to either setting a screen for Harden or kind of continuing what you
guys? Yeah, he waved off a couple because Miami's, anytime that you set a screen with the lineup that they had on the floor, they were going to switch it. So looking back, maybe some misdirection stuff is something we'll just have to learn from. But James felt like he could beat the matchup that he had and get to the basket, maybe create. He did a couple of times and kicked one out to Marcus for a three. He kicked it cross court to Carlos for a three. You know, he made the plays, but the problem with Miami screening them, especially late in the clock, is that they're just going to switch and make you play sideways.
Do you see anything in Chandler's DNA that seems to make him play to the level of the competition? It seems when he has a star in front of him, he tends to bring out the best in him.
Well, Chandler's a winner. You know, he's a winning player. You know, not a lot of people value that. I think that's why he was at 38th. Is that right, Jason? The 38th pick in the draft. You know, we search and look under rocks for the most talented guys, but sometimes the guys that help you win the most are guys that have the great intangibles, and I think that's Chandler's greatest quality.
When Wade went to the line with 8.2 left, were you intending not to call timeout and just go, and is that why Omer didn't come in for the free throws?
Say that again?
When Wade went to the line last time, 8.2 I think it was left.
No, I was always going to call timeout there.
And why not with Omer to help on that rebound?
Yeah, if I had to do that over again, probably would have. But you know, when it's a long rebound like that, I don't know. You know, you always say woulda, shoulda, coulda in these kinds of games. If I had to do it over again, I would have probably done a couple of things different. One was not put him in then, but put him in before the first free throw.
In a game like this, with the way it ended, how do you get the guys to maybe focus on the positives? Because they did do a lot of things right, you know, after the first quarter. Absolutely.
If they didn't, they wouldn't have been in a position to win. You know, in a game like this, you're always going to focus on one or two plays at the end. And I just remember telling myself at the 3-minute mark or 2-minute mark when LeBron was jumping up, hitting those threes, that you know, we've got to answer. You know, those threes that he was making. Of course, I've seen him do that before. When I was with Milwaukee, I saw him get 55 one night. And that's why he's the best player in the world. He makes those shots, but we'll bounce back. These guys are resilient. You know, we had 3 tough games that we lost, and we were all in all 3, and this was another. I mean, you can make an argument that we could easily be, what's our record, 3-4? We could easily be 6-1, 5-2, and you get to choose. You get to choose the attitude you want. I mean, we take the attitude that we're good enough to beat these teams. But you know, we got our defense was tightened up down the stretch, and they were shooting the shots we wanted them to shoot. You know, one of the last timeouts we changed our pick and roll coverage because LeBron was coming off dropping that pocket pass into Bosch, and instead of covering that like we did, we switched. We decided to switch those because Bosch was screening LeBron. We had Marcus and Patrick defending the pick and roll, so we decided to switch it, and that forced them to shoot contested threes. But give them credit, they were making them.
Obviously, the shot doesn't go, but overall, would you be happy in the same circumstance to have Jeremy get that same look?
If it's as wide open as it was, I would. I can never, ever, ever be disappointed when a player has a wide open shot. If that shot goes in, I like our chances.
Actually, we didn't start the game really bad. Then we came back and we grew up. But at the end, we made some mistakes. But I think you never win the game like one position. You have to play much better defensively and offensively. We win as a team, we lose as a team. That's it.
Can a team grow from an experience like this? Improving as you do?
Of course, like we always learn from it. This is really good games. Tell us what we have to do more, like play where we have to get improved. This type of games help a lot to get better.
Can you talk about defending the pick and roll a little bit tonight? That's something they like to do. Great frequency.
We try to stay between Reem and the players. We just defend the rim, make them like more jump shots. I think we did most of the time huge there, but some positions we have to get better.
Thank you.
Could you talk about the last 2 minutes, the last 3 or 4 possessions, and some of the plays you had, and what did you think of that?
For the most part, it was pretty good plays. I think Chandler hit a big shot. Jimmy got a great look. Just we got confidence in our guys to next time those shots are available, we're gonna hit them. So good game. We kept our turnovers down tonight. We just couldn't pull away with the win.
In the last couple positions, were you in some ISO looks? Could you talk about those plays?
Yeah, I tried to get to the rim one time. I don't know what happened. Another time I passed it to Chandler, and that's when Jamie got an open look. So I thought we made some good plays towards the end of the game. Some of the shots didn't fall, but like I said, we played hard tonight.
The last possession, you have confidence in just what did you want in that last play?
Well, we drew up a play, and it ended up like we wanted. So I just tried to heave up a shot. And obviously didn't go in.
On the drive, you got a step on Shan. LeBron comes over. Did you feel like you had a good look there to finish, or did he get a piece, LeBron?
I don't think he blocked it. I felt there was some contact, but I guess we needed to call.
That's the piece I meant.
James, how much of a step forward was this for you guys offensively, considering what their reputation was defensively?
I think not only offensively, but defensively. I think we played well. I think that slow start we had, jumping out to a 17-point lead, and then we're fighting our way back, only being down 4 at halftime. So I think offensively and defensively, we play well tonight. Hopefully we can improve on this game and go into our next game, and just hopefully just keep getting better.
You got a lot of wide open looks for threes. I mean, is that just a byproduct of just better execution? And the whole thing you've been talking about just kind of playing together,
making the right easy pass. I think our turnovers are down. I think guys are just giving the ball up early. So as long as we continue our flow, we should be good.
Did you guys prove something to yourselves tonight?
No, because it's about chemistry and our confidence. We've only been together for 2 or 3 weeks, so this is one of those games where we got better. Obviously we didn't win the game, but we learned something about ourselves, and we can take this step forward.
I mean, given the positive things from this game, against who you were up against, the shots you made them take, the shots you made them make to beat you.
Well,
what's the carryover on that?
LeBron has some tough shots. maybe 4 or 5 threes, that really were daggers, So, but other than that, I think, if you don't make those shots, we win the game. So we can carry over to the next game and, like I said, stick to forward.
On the last three, were you further out than you thought, or just did it come off good?
It just didn't come off right. It just didn't feel good, and obviously it's my responsibility to get that shot. But, it was a good shot for me. It's a quality shot for me, and it didn't go in today. And unfortunately, it was a crucial point in the game. But if I were to go back, I'd shoot it again, and next time it goes, I'll shoot it again. Same exact shot, make sure it goes in.
What did you guys change to change the whole game around as much as you did?
We just played hard. We played really, really hard. We played with each other, and we trusted each other.
You guys had a lot of really good offense for about 30 minutes. What about the last 2 minutes? What happened there?
I think they did a good job of. They put 5 tall, long defenders out there and covered the paint, I think we had been running a lot of sets, and they had some different timeouts to adjust, and they started switching, on the backside they wouldn't follow. They would just switch. They would keep one guy low, same guy high. So there were things like that. So they're doing little things to adjust.
You guys fought hard tonight. Do you feel a little bit disappointed with the outcome?
Oh, absolutely. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that we didn't walk away with the win, but I'm not disappointed in my effort. I'm not disappointed in our team's effort. We gave it everything we could tonight as a team, and we were one play away, whether it's my shot or a rebound or a steal or things like that. We were one play away from getting it.
Aside from the effort, there's no moral victories in this league, but what are the things that you take from tonight that carry over, that you build on, things like that?
We build on our, I think offensively, it was an efficient game for us. We were able to move the ball and get great shots. I think we take that away. We take away our defense, our effort on defense. Some things we need to work on, but in terms of rotations and sticking to the game plan and things like that, I think we take that away as a positive.
Jeremy, what does it say about the team being down 17 in the first quarter and come back and giving these guys a run for their money?
We're going to fight, we're going to compete, and our coaches are going to make sure that we do that hard every single night, and so we just want to make sure that that's what we do, and it doesn't matter how much we're up or down, we got to make sure we fight, and I think if we do that for 48 minutes, we'll be in pretty much most games.
Testing long shots, trying to not let him get to the basket, making him take those long fadeaway two-pointers. So I think in the second half he got a little more comfortable. He started getting out of transition. He started hitting some ridiculous threes. Marcus played a great deal in the second half. He just was hitting tough shots, and that's what makes him comfortable.
Coach was basically saying this.
Knowing that you guys were right there at the end with a chance to put the game away, you weren't able to do it.
It's tough. That's the best team in the NBA. We're right there. So obviously, we feel like we should have won that game. It's tough to swallow right now. It's very tough, but we competed for 48 minutes tonight, and we really put ourselves in position to win the game. And just didn't go right then.
Jeremy said that he was disappointed in the result, but not in the effort. You feel the same way?
Yeah, and obviously it always hurts to lose. But I thought overall we played very well. We competed, we moved the ball, we got good looks, we ran our offense, and I thought we put ourselves in position to win. And I thought our effort was great.
It's going to give you guys confidence going forward, though, playing up against a team of that caliber and sticking right with them.
Yeah, we're good. We just gotta bring it every night, no matter who we're playing. Just because we're playing the Heat, we can't play any different than we did tonight than we're going to do Wednesday. We got to come with the same mentality against the Hornets Wednesday, and it's definitely promising. Just that we were battling and we were hanging in there, but at the end of the day, we lost again that we should have won, so it hurts.